Good morning, students. Till yesterday we have studied about measurement of length and the prefixes that what we are using in the measurement of length and definition of some units which we are going to use for the measurement of smallest length as well as for the units that what we are going to use for the measurement of a large length. In the previous class you have studied about, that is regarding what you mean by 1 light year. It is the unit of distance. What do you mean by 1 parsec? That is also unit of distance. And another one is what do you mean by 1 astronomical unit. These are all the units that what we are going to use for the measurement of length. And the today's concept, that is measurement of mass. How to measure mass? As you know very well, basically the mass, the SI unit of mass, that is a kilogram. But except that kg as a unit, one more a unit in some cases we are using, that is, you might have heard about that one, 1 atomic mass unit. You know very well what is mass. First of all, we go through what do you mean by mass. Mass is nothing but the mass is the representative of how much matter that the body contains is called as a mass, and the SI unit of the mass is kg, means kilogram. But while coming to the study of microscopic level, means microscopic particles. Which are microscopic particles? Proton, neutron, means atom, molecules. While coming to the study of microscopic level or microscopic domain or microscopic range, the kilogram is the unit that is not convenient to measure the mass. Electron massu, neutron massu matte proton andre microscopic particle mass anna measure ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದಾಗ kilogram is the unit. It is not convenient to measure the mass of those microscopic particles. That's why we are introducing one more standard unit in order to measure the mass of microscopic particles, means mass of electron, mass of proton, mass of neutron, etc. We are using one more unit that is called as 1 atomic mass unit. Now we will study about what do you mean by 1 atomic mass unit. Before going to that one, mass is nothing but, what is mass? Mass is the measure of, mass is the measure of amount of matter, measure of amount of matter contained in the body, matter contained in the body, contained in the body or the object, in the object is called as, is called mass, is called mass. This is the definition of mass. It means that how much matter that the object is containing, that is called as a mass. And the SI unit of mass is, therefore the SI unit of mass, SI unit of mass is kilogram, is kilogram. You know very well, kg, that is kg. This is the unit, SI unit. Across the world, each and every country using this, a kilogram is the unit in order to measure or express the amount of matter contained in the body. It means mass. That's why we are going to call it as a SI unit. But while coming to microscopic, but in order to measure mass of some smallest particles, measure a mass of smallest particles, the branch of physics which deals with, it means that the field in which we are going to study about particles of having negligible mass, we are going to call it as a microscopic domain. To measure the mass of smallest particles, or else you can use microscopic particles, means microscopic level, microscopic domain or level ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದಾ? ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, ಆಟಮ್ ಆರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ ಎಟ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದೋಸ್? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ ಆರ್ ಅ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ or you can take atom etc. These are having very negligible mass, that's why we are going to call these are microscopic particles or smallest particles. In order to measure the mass of these particles, the kilogram is not a convenient unit. In order to measure the mass of smallest particles, the kilogram, the kg is the unit. Kg is the unit not convenient. Therefore, to measure mass of the kg is the unit which is convenient for the mass measurement for the object which are having maximum mass, greater mass. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಸ್ ಇರುವಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕಿಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ is convenient, but not the measurement of the smallest particles. Therefore, to measure smallest mass means for microscopic particles, to measure smallest mass we are using the another unit, a particular or a standard unit called atomic mass unit, atomic mass unit. Shortly we are going to call it as AMU. Means atomic mass unit. This is the unit just introduced in order to measure the mass of smallest particle, that is atomic mass unit. Now we will study about what you mean by atomic mass unit. Therefore, the definition of one atomic mass unit, what is AMU? AMU is nothing but that is a abbreviation or a long form, atomic mass unit. What do you mean by atomic mass unit? Now you can study that one. The atomic mass unit, it is the 1/12 the mass of, it is how to define? It is 1/12 the mass of, 1/12 the mass of an atom of C12, means carbon 12 nucleus or atom. 1/12 the mass of an atom of carbon 12 isotope, or you can take it as a nucleus, called as one atomic mass unit, one atomic means one AMU, atomic mass unit, or one AMU. As you know very well in the periodic table in the chemistry, that basically you studied about regarding all the elements which are present in the periodic table. Getting in all the elements, first one is that is hydrogen is there, helium is there, lithium is there, neon is there, sodium, potassium, getting platinum, gold, silver, nickel, getting iron. Many elements are there in the periodic table. But in order to define one atomic mass unit, in order to define AMU among all the elements which element we are taking? That is carbon as an element. As you know very well, what is the atomic number of carbon? That is 6. First one is the hydrogen, helium, lithium, getting boron, beryllium, getting nitrogen. Many elements are there among all the elements, but we have taken one standard, that is carbon 12. 12 is nothing but the mass number of that is carbon. Why we are taking a carbon as a standard for the measurement of, for the definition of 1 AMU? First of all, 1/12 the mass of carbon 12. Carbon 12 ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ದ ಮಾಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಮಾಸಿಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 12 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ ಬರುವಂಥ ಆ ಮಾಸಿಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1 ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್? ದ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ 12, mass of carbon 12 atom, mass of carbon 12 atom divided by 12. The meaning of this one is this one, mass of carbon 12 atom divided by 12. The definition meaning is this one. And the mass of carbon 12 atom divided by 12. Why? What is 12 here? 12 is nothing but mass number. What is mass number? 12 is nothing but mass number. Mass number of carbon. Mass number of carbon. Mass number of carbon. Mass number of carbon. That is mass number of carbon. Mass number of carbon is equal to, that is 12. What is mass number? Mass number, that is A is equal to number of protons plus neutrons present in the nucleus of carbon. In the carbon nucleus, how many number of protons are there and neutrons are there? The sum of protons and neutrons together we are going to call it as mass number. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಅದಾವ ಎಷ್ಟು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅದಾವ ಎರಡು ಕೂಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಂತಾರ? ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂತಾರ. ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ 12 atom divided by the mass number of carbon. If you divide these two, you are getting the number as, that is exactly 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. This is nothing but 1 AMU. 1 AMU. 1 atomic mass unit is equal to 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. In order to define 1 atomic mass unit, we are taking a reference standard as carbon 12. Instead of or among all the elements, why we are taking a carbon as a standard? There has been a reason. You can take any element, the mass of that element divided by its mass number. If you are doing, you are not getting exactly 1.67. This is mass of proton. This is mass of proton. This is mass of proton. As you know very well, mass of proton is equal to 1.67 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಅದರ ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್, ಹೀಲಿಯಂ, lithium, beryllium, nitrogen, whatever it is the element you can take the mass number of that element divided by its mass number. If you are taking the ratio, you are not getting exactly this much. But while coming to the carbon 12, the mass of carbon atom divided by its mass number, if you do this calculation per carbon only, you are getting this value. This is the mass of, exactly this mass is equal to mass of proton. ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದರ ಮಾಸು ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬರುವಂಥ ಮಾಸ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನದ ಮಾಸಿಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನದ ಮಾಸು ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಅದರ ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಬರುವಂಥ ಈ ಮಾಸ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನದ ಮಾಸಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ರೀಸನ್. That's why in order to define 1 atomic mass unit, why you are taking the carbon as a standard? This is the reason. Are you getting the point what I am saying? Total mass of carbon by mass number of the carbon. If you do this ratio, you are getting this mass. This is, we are going to call it as 1 atomic mass. 1 atomic mass is exactly equal to proton mass. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಯಾವುದೇ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ, ಅದರ ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರು ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಅದರ ಮಾಸು ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಬರುವಂಥ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನದ ಮಾಸಿಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅದರ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ದ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ 1 AMU. 1 AMU ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ 1 AMU ನ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡಾಕ ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್? ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್. ಅದರ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಸು ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬರುವಂಥ ಈ ನಂಬರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಮಾಸಿಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅದ. ಅದೇ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಜಾಗದಾಗ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಮಾಸ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಡಿಫೈನ್ 1 AMU which reference we are taking carbon at all. Getting? And here this is a definition of 1 AMU. What is 1 AMU? 1/12 the mass of carbon 12. And for what purpose we are introducing this unit? To measure a microscopic particles. To measure the mass of very small particles, the kilogram is not the SI unit. Kilogram is not the convenient unit. That's why to measure the mass of a smallest particle, the convenient unit they introduced, the named is atomic mass unit. 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, 2 kg is equal to 2000 gram, 3 kg is equal to 3000 gram. Like that, 1 AMU is equal to this much, 2 AMU is equal to 2 into this much, 3 AMU is equal to 3 into this much, 4 AMU is equal to 4 into this much, n AMU is equal to n into this much. Are you getting what I am saying? 1 AMU, 1 kilogram is equal to how much? 1000 gram. 2 kilogram is equal to 2 into 1000. 3 kilogram is equal to 3 into 1000. Like that, 1 AMU is equal to 1 into this value. 2 AMU is equal to 2 into this value. 3 AMU is equal to 3 into this value. Like that, the 1 AMU you are using. Getting? And this is what about measurement of mass. And now we can study the another important quantity, that is how to measure a time. As you know very well, the SI unit of time is, that is a second. Now we are going to study about how to measure, that is a time. You please note down regarding how to measure a mass of any body by using the unit as kilogram. But while coming to the microscopic particles, the unit of mass for microscopic particles, that what we are going to use it as, that is AMU. And next concept, measurement of time. Measurement of time. Getting? The time is nothing but, as you know very well, we define the definition of the time. It is the time. The time is nothing but how to give the definition of the time. The time is nothing but how we are taking the time, that is during which 9192631770 radiations are emitting out of cesium 133 atom due to the transition of electrons between the different energy levels. And the definition of time we studied. Time is nothing but, this is how to measure, as you know very well, one cesium atom, cesium you know very well, cesium 133 is nothing but a mass number of cesium atom. Getting? Cesium 133. It is a cesium is a element. It is having very low work function, as you know very well. 133 is nothing but, this is the mass number of cesium atom. Means what is mass number? Number of proton plus neutron present in the nucleus of cesium is called as 133. Cesium annu atom ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ number of protons plus neutrons together is equal to how much? 133. That is the mass number indicated as E. Indicated as E. 133 is mass number. It is indicating total protons and neutrons present in the nucleus of cesium. That is a mass number indicated as A. And let us take this is a nucleus of cesium. This is nucleus. This is first level. N is equal to 1. This is second level. N is equal to 2. N is equal to 3. And this is N is equal to 4, so on up to nth level. Nucleus, first level, second level, third level, fourth level. For example, if one electron is making the transition between this level and this level, especially we have to take the ground states in order to define our time. When the electron taking the transition between these different energy levels, then many gamma radiations are emitting out. Gamma radiations are emitting out. Gamma radiation is nothing but that is a radiation, electromagnetic radiation. How many radiations has to be emit because of transition of this electron? ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಎರಡು ಲೆವೆಲ್ ನಡಕ ಜಂಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 9192631770 radiations. Radiations means 919 crore 26 lakhs 31,770 radiations. 919 crore 26 lakh 31,770 ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಜಂಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? ಲೈಟ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಮಿಟಿಂಗ್. ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಮಿಟಿಂಗ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೈಮ್? ಟೈಮ್ SI ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. SI ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. You know very well. SI unit of time is second. SI unit of time is second. Second, and how to define 1 second? Second, what is 1 second? How to define 1 second? As you know very well, 1 second is nothing but it is the time. What is 1 second? 1 second is nothing but it is the time in which what is happening. 919 crore 26 lakhs 31,770 radiations. Exactly this much of radiations are emitting by the cesium atom because of the transition of electron between these energy levels. 1 second ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್? ಎರಡು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ this much of radiations has to be emitting by the transition of electron between these two energy levels. In order to emit these many radiations because of transition of the electron, how much time it is taking? That time we are going to take it as 1 second. ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಾಕ how much time is required? The time we are going to take it as 1 second. 1 second is nothing but it is the time in which these many radiations are emitting from the cesium atom due to the transition of electron. Definition I am writing. It is the time during which 1 second andre ಏನು? It is the time. It is the time in which during which 919 crore 26 lakhs 31,770 radiations are emitting. Radiations are emitting by atom of by cesium 133 atom due to transition of due to transition of electrons between two hyperfine energy levels, energy states. ಎರಡು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟದ ನಡಕ್ಕ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನನ್ನು ಎಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಕ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಆ ಟೈಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ 1 second. Once again, try to understand because this is a bit confusion. Try to understand once again. Which atom you have to take as a reference? Cesium 133. 133 is a mass number of that element, that atom. In between two energy levels, the electron is making transition. Because of these transition of electron between the energy levels, how much radiations has to be emitted out? This much. ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಕ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ 1 second. Getting? This is how to measure the cesium is nothing but this is giving a accurate time. In 1 second exactly you are getting this much radiations. If you do once again, one more, again in 1 second this much of radiations you are getting. This cesium 133, this is atomic clock, this is very accurate one. In order to measure or in order to represent the SI unit of the time in terms of second, the cesium is a very accurate one. That's why we are taking it as a reference standard. In order to define the SI unit of time is 1 second, you just remember how to measure the length, how to measure the time and how to measure the mass. And next concept is that is errors. Whenever we are going to measure something, some dimension, time, length, whenever we are in the process of measurement process, we are getting somewhat uncertainty in the measurement, or we are finding some uncertain value, means the value that what we are measuring that is not matching with the accurate value, means we are going to call it as a errors. The next concept is errors, that is we can study in the next class. You please study up to this one, that is measurement of time.